Scarlet and Violet Hopes Episode 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These games were announced almost 3 months ago during the February 2022 edition of Pokemon Presents, and as I am making this video, no new news has been released from Pokemon yet. While there have been some leaks that have not been confirmed, I have stayed away from those as I do not like leaks. With the games coming out later this year, most likely around the end of November, that puts at least 6 months between now and my suspected release date. All of this waiting for new info got me thinking about what else I hope for in Generation 9 of Pokemon. If you missed my previous video, a link to it will be in the description, but that video went over some things that I hope for in Scarlet and Violet. In that video, I mainly went over things I want, such as overworld, shiny Pokemon, new regional variants, and other stuff of that sort. I would highly suggest you guys go watch that video after this one. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, I noticed recently while writing a script for one of my previous videos that Pokemon hasn't had a good postgame in a while. To me, the last good postgame was back in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and even that one some others didn't really enjoy. So one thing I hope they do focus on is the postgame. I believe that the postgame is just as important as the main story. I did mention in my previous video where I and probably a bunch of other people spend a majority of our time in the postgame. Now, one thing I don't want for the postgame to be is just catching the box art legendaries. I thought it was weird that in Sword and Shield, both Zacian and Zamazenta were not obtainable until after you beat the game. In fact, really the postgame was just catching the legendary Pokemon. I hope that the postgame of Scarlet and Violet doesn't focus on only getting the box art legendaries. Could the postgame be focused around a legendary? Yes, in fact, a lot of postgames are. Just not the box art legendaries. I wouldn't even mind a postgame that could branch off into getting different legendary Pokemon. That would incentivize multiple playthroughs. Like if you go down one path, you'll get legendary Pokemon A, and if you choose the other path, you'll get legendary Pokemon B. Again, it would really incentivize multiple playthroughs. I don't know though, I'm not a game designer, but I do hope that they make the postgame enjoyable. This next one has been a bit of a meme in recent years, but I really want the Battle Frontier again, or at least something similar. I've mentioned it before, but I enjoy the process of breeding competitive Pokemon. But I no longer have time to keep up with the meta of online battling. I did enjoy battling smarter AIs back in Emerald, though. So something where I could battle different kinds of smarter AIs after I beat the game would be amazing. And if they do decide to bring back like the Battle Frontier, even better. Really, that was like the best post-game in all of Pokemon. You guys aren't going to be able to change my mind on that. The next thing I would really enjoy would be a new shiny hunting method. Something better than what Sword and Shield had. Something better than what Pokemon Legends Arceus had. Or at least something more involved. I don't want to have to battle 100 of the same Pokemon for a minuscule chance for a single Pokemon to have higher odds. With the possibility of overworld Pokemon and overworld shinies returning, I would enjoy a chaining method with the overworld Pokemon. And not like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where you catch 30 of the same Pokemon and then sit around and wait for a shiny to appear. But I want something that requires me to pay attention, something where I need to be involved. While chaining for shiny Pokemon has been around for a while, chaining overworld Pokemon is something they really only did in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and even then, once you got to your 30 chain, the odds for all Pokemon to appear more shiny was there, not just the Pokemon that you were chaining. But still, I would really enjoy a brand new or updated shiny hunting method that doesn't require me to battle 100 of the same Pokemon. Now, the last video I made on this topic, I said I wanted some new regional variants, and gave a few Pokemon that I would like to see get some love. This time, however, I would like the new Pokemon to have good designs. I think it is safe to say that a lot of new Pokemon don't have great designs. While there are some Pokemon that do, there are also some that I don't think have really good designs. In fact, I know don't have good designs. And a lot of people agree with that. Even if they decide to only add like 50 new Pokemon, if all the designs are stellar, I don't think there would be many issues. Aside from the fact that there was only 50 new Pokemon, DLC. DLC is something that I would really like to see in Scarlet and Violet. I really did enjoy the DLC for Sword and Shield, and I'm also surprised that we haven't had any DLC for Pokemon Legends Arceus, at least as I am writing this script. At least at the time of me writing this script. While I didn't enjoy the Sword and Shield postgame too much, the DLC actually made up for that in my mind. So I hope they do add some fun DLC for these games. Now, while we don't know too much about the region or really anything aside from the starters, I'm sure that some fun DLC could be made around this region. For the longest time, I've wanted to visit other regions in Pokemon games, kind of like how Johto and Kanto are connected, and in the Gen 2 and Gen 2 remakes, you could go back and visit Kanto. I think a fun DLC idea would be to travel to an older region, now in more of an open world format. Is that probable? Probably not, as it would take a ton of work, but I still hope that the DLC is fun nonetheless. This is the last thing for this video, and this one is also kind of a far-fetched idea. Well, not really. Let me just get into it. I hope they add a new gimmick into these games. I really enjoyed Mega Evolutions. I really enjoyed Z-moves. Dynamax was interesting in concept, but I do hope that they add a new gimmick into these games. While I have no idea what that gimmick might be, I think something to spice up the game would be great. One idea that I thought of that I have no idea how it would work would to have like normal fused Pokemon. We do have the likes of Dusk and Dawn Necrozma, which fuse with Solgaleo, Lunala respectively, and we have Black and White Kyurem, which fuse with Zekrom and Reshiram respectively. But those are all legendary Pokemon. Imagine having a powered up starter that's fused with like the region's bird Pokemon or something. I think there are plenty of possibilities with this gimmick idea. Let me know in the comments what gimmicks, if any, you would like to see in the upcoming Pokemon games. Well guys, that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, let me know by leaving a like. And I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!